Hi everybody, my name's Ashley and you're watching Three Boys, Two Girls. Today I just wanted to share with you some of our favorite reads from the year of 2017. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 kids, and so a lot of our books will be kind of homeschool related. We just started homeschooling in August of this year, was our first year. So I do have some books from that, and then I have some that I've read. So I'll get started here. And the first ones are for my 3rd grader. And she is 8, and she was actually the reason we started homeschooling. She's kind of a struggling reader. And so she's in 3rd grade, but she's really at a 2nd grade reading level. And so that's kind of what we've been sticking with. And so she started with Heidi Heckleback at the beginning of the year. This is number 6. I'm not sure if it's her favorite, but she just likes the whole series. She just keeps on reading them. So Heidi Heckleback, all the way, I think there's like 21 or something like that. So I don't know if we'll get all the way through there, but she just keeps on reading these. And they're pretty, I would say, easy level, skill level to read. And there's lots of pictures and stuff. So I'm trying to push her to broaden her horizons a little bit, maybe choose a little bit of some classic literature or something like that in there. So I'm really trying to push for that. But so she says Heidi Heckleback is her favorite, and then also she says Junie B. Jones. So she said she really liked this. Junie B. Jones is a beauty shop guy. I don't know. Again, very easy read. And large print and that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll be moving into more of a 3rd grade level the 2nd semester of our homeschool year. As for my 5th grader, I started out the year just kind of letting him choose whatever he wanted to read. And he kind of chose a couple books, and then he was kind of didn't like his first couple books he chose. And so I suggested, I'm like, well, why don't you let me suggest a couple, and then while you decide what you want to read next. So I suggested that he read My Side of the Mountain. And he absolutely loved it. And so then I kind of was like, well, this one's kind of like that. And so we kind of kept on going down the line. And so I told him to pick out like 2 to 3 books that were his favorite. And so he ended up picking 5 because he just couldn't choose, because he just had so much fun reading books this year. So, which is awesome. I'm super excited about that. He still isn't like, has some free time, I'm gonna go read a book. I still have to assign reading for him, but he doesn't fight me as much on doing it, and he actually enjoys it. So, but My Side of the Mountain was his favorite, but he then read Holes, which is one of his favorites as well. And then of course The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and then he read The Horse and His Boy, which is the next one. And I actually didn't have any more at the time of these series, so I did. I just didn't have. I think this is number 2, and then this is number 3 is A Horse and His Boy, and then I think 4 is Prince Caspian. And so I didn't have Prince Caspian, so I have it now, and so I wouldn't be surprised if he picks those back up. And then his all-time favorite one though is Hatchet. He absolutely loved it. He likes that survival-esque stories and stuff. So I think for a reluctant reader who says he hates reading, 5 books that he picked out that are his favorites, I think is pretty good. So I am pretty happy with that. So we've done some read-alouds this year, but I gotta say they haven't been our favorite. And so we read Orphan Island, which was okay, and I did a review on that. I think it was in October, an October reading wrap-up. But I got it from the library, so I had to send it back, so I don't have it here with me. But it was okay. It was a good read, but it kind of just like, the ending just kind of like left, and I felt like it was unfinished. So I don't know if that means there's going to be a sequel, or if it was just kind of one of those endings that I'm like, ugh. But we've also read The Giver this year, which the kids really did enjoy, but I think it was a little bit too high of a comprehension level for my 3rd grader and my kindergartner. So, and then we are currently working through A Wrinkle in Time, which the movie is coming out in March, so we would like to get that finished before the movie comes out. So I have a long list of read alouds that I would like to get through. Again, kind of some more of that classic literature stuff that, you know, good family books. So, but for a read aloud, we didn't really have a favorite. So, as for me, I actually did quite a bit of reading this year, and a lot of the reading I did was from the library. So a lot of the books for my favorites I actually don't have copies of. So some of my favorites were I always read the Stephanie Plum by Janet Ivanovich, that series. It's just kind of, they're really quick reads. I usually can do them in like a day or two, and they're just funny. And anyway, so I always read those whenever they come out. And I actually think there's a new one out that I haven't read yet. I think they're on like 23, and I haven't read that one yet, so I have to get that one. But I did join a book club over the summer, and so I've read a couple over the summer. So we read The Couple Next Door. Pretty good one. I thought that it was great for a book club to read because it had definitely some topics that you could discuss, like if you haven't read it, like they leave their baby, they live in a duplex that shares a wall, they leave their baby sleeping and then go over next door to the neighbors, and then their baby disappears. So, and then the story unfolds from there. And so that definitely brings up moments, we're all mothers, where have you ever left your child? And so it was a great book club read. So I really enjoyed this for our book club. The next one that we did was called All the Missing Girls. Again, it was kind of like a psychological thriller. The ending to me I thought could have been a little bit better, and this book is actually told backwards in chronological order. So it's told from like, instead of like what's happening now and then goes, it tells what happens then and then comes, it's different. It's different. So very interesting, but it was pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. The next one was Into the Water, and this one I did enjoy as well. It wasn't, I don't think it was as good as The Girl on the Train, but again, it was something that I enjoyed reading for this year. The one I just finished, which I just lent out to my mom, is called Behind Her Eyes, and that all of these books that I've gotten, I guess not these ones. A lot of the books that I read last year I had gotten from a book club called the Book of the Month Club, and I will post a link down low. I absolutely love it. I did see a post like on Pinterest of the 15 best books of like 2017, and like 12 of those books you were able to get through the Book of the Month Club. And so I think like what it is it's like you sign up and then you pay like, I don't even know, it's like $12 a month. And then with that $12, I think you pay it all at once, but I think with that $12, you get a free book every month. Well, free for $12.99 or whatever it is, but it's free shipping. And then you get to add on up to 2 more books for $9.99 each. And I mean, these are like nice, thick hardcover books for $12.99, and then you get 2 more for $9.99. So I have loved that Book of the Month. I've noticed that they were coming out with some commercials actually before some YouTube videos, so they must be getting big. But I definitely recommend, if you are a reader, join the Book of the Month Club. I will leave a link below that you can go through my link or whatever, and you can get I don't know, it's a discount. I don't know what it is, but of course, since I referred you, I do get a little bit back. I think I get a free book or something. So definitely helps me out if you go through my link, but check it out. It's actually really interesting. So the last one that I got from Book of the Month though was called Behind Her Eyes. And it's another one of those psychological thrillers. If you're sensing a theme, I enjoy psychological thrillers too. But that one was a really good one. So Behind Her Eyes, I'm sorry I don't have it to show you what it looks like, but that was another one that you can look up and order as well. That was a good one. And so the last book that I have for you is this one. It's called Better Off Dead in Deadwood. And it's actually number 4 of the series. So I'm from South Dakota, and this is stories about Deadwood, South Dakota. And so it's kind of cool to see places that I know and like, and actually the story is really good. I actually enjoy it for more than just the fact that I'm, you know, get to see places that I know, or read about places that I know of. So, you know, places that I've been and that kind of stuff. So this is actually a really good series. The first one, let's see if I can get you the title of the first book. So the first book is Nearly Departed in Deadwood. And they always have like a word that's crossed off. So it actually says Dearly Departed in Deadwood, but the D is crossed off. So it's the title of it is actually Nearly Departed in Deadwood. I know, that's kind of funny that way, but anyway, so I think she's originally from the Hills area. And so she doesn't live there anymore. Ann Charles, the author, she actually lives in Arizona, but her mom I know still lives in the area, in the Hills area. I think she's in Lead, actually. Yes, when you read the books, it's not lead, it's lead. I know that some people mispronounce it. So anyway, that is pretty much everything. Like I said, reading is definitely a goal for me this next year. I've been trying to read about a book a week. That's what I signed for my son to read, so I figured I should probably try to read about a book a week. And so I'm not, what are we on, week 3 in January, and I'm on this is the second book I've read this year. So finishing up that, and I've already got 2 more on reserve at the library so I can pick them up. But anyway, definitely I want to see what you guys are reading. I love suggestions. So if you have your favorite book that you read over this last year that you think I need to read, definitely leave it below. There were some ones that were some misses for me that were really big, like The Woman in Cabin 10. That was just a big dull dud for me. It took forever. It was totally predictable. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but so that one was just not my favorite by far. So I know that sometimes the hype doesn't, you know, the books don't live up to their hype. So if you have some though that did live up to their hype, definitely leave them in the comments below. I would love to read anything good this next year. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Bye.